Welcome to SAP BTP Administration online training demo. I'm glad to have you all here. Over the next hour, we will dive into what it truly means to be an BTP administrator and solution architect. We will walk through the key objectives and modules that will position you as a top expert in the modern SAP landscape. Here is a quick look at our roadmap. For our agenda is split into two topics. First, we will cover the big picture, which includes trainer introduction, students introduction if there are lesser people. If there are more people, we will avoid student introduction. Maybe 5 or 6 people introduction, I can take it. Then about SAP, history of SAP, job outlook, salary trend, fields leveraging SAP technology, about our course, overview of SAP BTP administration, modules covered in SAP BTP, administration training, which includes all the day-to-day basic tasks and also the involvement of all the parties like customer, integration team, development team. So whoever required to start the new requirement. So everything we will see in this training. Let us go to the next. I hope I will cover high level on this slide. Looking at this history of SAP, it was founded in 1972 in Germany by 5 former IBM employees. So shall we skip this as well? And finally, after 2020, crucially in 2020, the company announced a major restructuring plan to double down on cloud-based offerings. So after that, this pivotal shifts is what brought the SAP Business Technology Platform to the forefront, making our administrators course essential so that we are here. So let me continue next slide because this is also more familiar to all of us. So if you are asking about the market for this skill, the job outlook for an SAP BTP administration consultant is currently excellent as business accelerate their digital transformation. Like they are standardizing BTP for application development, integration, data, and analytics. So it now we can categorize only 3 major roles here: SAP BTP administrator, lead or senior SAP BTP administrator, SAP BTP solution architect. So nowadays more demand on the solution architect. So this based on your experience and based on your subject knowledge and the practical knowledge, you will reach to the SAP solution architect. So we'll help you on this. So certification completion, certification training, everything will help you how to reach to the SAP BTP Solution Architect certificate. We have only one certificate, that is SAP BTP Solution Architect in the BTP. Let me go to the next slide. This slide illustrates the lucrative nature of this specialization by showing the salary trend for a BTP administration consultants, particularly in US. The median salary for SAP BTP administration consultant is approximately 50,000 US dollars, and it will go to the 1,80,000 US dollars based on the senior level professionals. So when you have the experience and going further, you will get at present 1,80,000 US dollars. Let me go to the next slide. As an SAP BTP administrator, your expertise will be relevant across almost every sector. SAP's reach is nearly universal now, as you see, and all these sectors are moving to BTP. This slide particularly shows some of the key fields like finance and banking, manufacturing, retail and consumer goods, healthcare and pharmaceutical. Like all over the sectors, SAP BTP is involved now. This diversity means that your skill set will remain in higher demand regardless of economic shifts in any single industry, I can say. That's like a manufacturing, retail and consumer goods. I can say example M&M. Yeah. Let us go to the next slide. Let's get into the specific of what you will be master in this training. Our core course objectives are to help you grasp core SAP BTP functionalities for platform administration. So we have two types of users: platform users, business users. So we usually work on the platform administration side. So for business users, so configure and managing security, which is crucial, covering identity services and user access. We have a IAS, IPS in BTP, where we configure all the users and we will manage users in IAS. So this and all we are going to cover. Master system integration and connectivity, focusing on tools like the cloud connector. So it will connect to the SAP S4HANA and cloud tools, cloud applications. The ultimate goal is to prepare you for real world scenarios in BTP administration, governance, and operations. This is our agenda. So go to the next slide. What do you want to achieve this? What prerequisites you should have to achieve this? Let me tell you, you should have a strong fundamental in cloud computing concepts, such as understanding SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. I hope you already aware about this. Most of the people nowadays working on this cloud products. Practical experience in general system administration is highly beneficial. If you are a SAP basis consultant, it would help you to grasp easily, quickly. And if you are a non-SAP technical consultant, it is very easy to grasp you people as well, because it's a friendly user software where you can learn and do the service activations and applications on the cloud easily. Familiarity with functional security concepts, that is whatever I told earlier: IAS, IPS, IAM. So these are all will help you people to grasp this course easily. Let us go to the next slide. So who should take this course? I can say all of the SAP consultants. It is designed for broad group of professionals. Like I said, if you are a basis ABAPer and if you are a functional consultant, so everywhere mainly financial consultants, IT professionals and consultants who wants to specialize in this BTP, for them it is a very good course. So developers, why I'm clearly mentioned here developers, most of the work in BTP goes to the developer and integration team. If developer aware this administration and solution architect course, it would help them to manage their day-to-day work easily and quickly. Architects who need deep understanding of the governance model, so project managers, team leads, anyone seeking to manage and maintain SAP BTP environments. That means if you want to grow your salary and as well as your professional side, you just concentrate on this BTP area so that it would help you to grow to the next level.
My name is Alok. This is me. I think most of you probably already know who I am. I post quite a lot of content. You already know that's me. And so I'm going to cover a little bit about the learning management system. Here to explain about the learning management system, I have opened sample training we did back in April, just to show you this how the learning management system works. So when you enroll with us, the first thing we're going to give you access to is sites.google.com. You can only open this learning management system, I'm going to say LMS, if you're logged into your Gmail. As you can see, I'm already logged into the Gmail. Okay. If you're not, you won't be able to open it. Everything what we do is provided through learning management systems only. Okay. You can raise tickets, you can get your server logged in, all of that happens from your LMS. So you have a section where you can raise your ticket. Course content is mentioned here in detail. So you go over the course content, and then your material section. I'll come back to this in a little bit. Every session we do is video recorded, and the recording is posted here. You can watch these videos on any device, your laptop, your cell phone, your iPads, all of that. You can watch these videos. All these videos will also be available for you for a year. Before you even ask this question, I'll answer. They are non-downloadable. So you cannot download. We don't allow the download option. All the session meeting links are posted here. like the ones you just received. You can just click on it and enter the session. We do take attendance. This one is not showing that, but that's all right. Materials are posted here. As you know, we develop all our materials ourselves. We don't use SAP's material or SAP's logo on our material. So that's one thing. All the PowerPoints are going to be something similar to this. Again, PowerPoints are only used as something you can follow, but most of your training will happen on the server, the live thing, the server itself. That's where you are going to learn everything. Your trainer also will cover everything about certification because we understand how important certification is to you. Your assessments are all documented. It's going to be all structured, put out here. I think there are lab documents as well. Yeah. So I'll show you some lab documents which will be posted here. So it's going to look like that. Your trainer is going to refer you to this lab document, be like, hey, can you guys go ahead and do this lab? So again, everything what we post here has ZaranTech's logo, everything. And we build everything ground up ourselves. So this is the learning management system. Any questions on this learning management system? If you have it, ask me. I'll go to the chat and see whoever has raised their hand. Okay. I think these was raised because of the question I asked, if you can see my screen. But if you have any question, you can unmute and ask as well. I can answer all the questions about the learning management system.
Okay, hi, Alok. I've been following you on LinkedIn for quite a while now. So pretty nice one with your posts, keeps us informed. I just want to know because I'm from Africa, I'm from Nigeria. And of course, foreign exchange is something, the dollar is a bit high to the normal currency and all. So I wanted to just know what would be the difference between training through SAP's Learning Hub and training through your LMS system, and how's the costing like?
Training from SAP. So let's say if you go to the SAP training site, you will have to get a Learning Hub access. You're not going to have any one-on-one training. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I am the biggest promoter of SAP. I think I promote SAP more than anybody else online. I'm the 7th top person on LinkedIn in SAP. You guys already know. My post is followed pretty much a lot. But then I'll tell you this: SAP offers trainings which are vanilla style. It's a training for everybody. Same thing. We don't offer that. We are a corporate training company. So what we do is we are a bespoke training company. So we customize our training program for the customer, So our trainings are not going to be your Learning Hub style video trainings or anything like that. It's going to be hands-on, one-on-one. If you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask the question. All of that stuff happens in our training. SAP does not do all that unless you take you go to the SAP training site and take that training. And the prices there, most of you already know, is a night and day difference. SAP charges, I don't know about this particular program, but SAP charges a huge amount for this training. So for example, let's say if you want to get SAP BTP Administrator certified, there are all these courses you have to take and you have to pay for each one of them. You could go through the learning journey. It's pretty simple. And for every course you have to pay. We have a combined, a cumulative course which helps you get certified. And certification is something we are very good at. We help you all the way, guide you and everything. So that's why every instructor we have is a certified instructor. Price-wise, it's very affordable. Our learning is very affordable. We've been doing it for 16 years, more than anybody else. Outside of SAP, we are the biggest company providing training. If you follow us, we also have a very big portal of video courses. We have 165 courses. And almost every training under the sun we offer under SAP and Workday. Those are the two ones we do. But again, I'm not trying to promote our video courses here. I'm telling you, we have video courses. And since we have already 165 here, which are posted, but we have over 200 courses already done, over 45,000 videos. But when it comes to learning through us, it's much cheaper compared to SAP, but the quality still remains high because we bring in experienced consultants like the one you're talking to right now. So I hope I answer your question.
Thank you.
One more thing. Yeah, one more thing. I'm just going to go over this cohort. Every one of you have access to this document, the cohort document. It could be a little intimidating in the beginning, but trust me, it's not that. It's pretty simple. Just go here. Any section you want, detailed course curriculum, just click here, go to that section. It's that simple. It's just click and go. I'll go over this a little quick so you have an idea. Why admin, the program overview, the 35 hours, all of that good stuff. High level course structure. What is a prerequisite? Who can take up this course? Everything is mentioned, step by step. Yes, this document is a little long because we like to put everything what we offer. So
Alok, I have one question. 36 hours, how you are going to cover during weekends or weekdays as well?
Give me 1 second. The schedule, I don't know. So I'll go over that here. It's here somewhere.
It's a weekly batch, Monday to Thursday, 8:30 p.m. CST.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So it is a weekday batch, Monday to Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10:30 p.m. Central, which comes out to 8 a.m. Tuesday to Friday, India time. And that's the schedule. That's where you pay. Their installment
duration is on daily basis how much? 1 hour or 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
Yeah, 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that comes out to 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Indian time. You can click on this link and make the payment as well. Again, it's $699. And once you click on it, you will have lot of times people ask us this. So before that, I'll mention you have option to do installment payments using Klarna, or there are a few other options. If you are looking for like an option to pay installment from India, we have Razorpay links also. So all the details are right here. Everything in this is in this document. So you can literally go over this document and find everything, the whole 9 yards. Another thing I do want to cover is the certificate. Okay, well, the certificate, the link is not there, but you can always use this certificate of completion and post that. It will have a QR code attached to it, which will bring your future employer back to our site to confirm if you have done the certification or not. So there should be a link. It's not here. I don't know why, but you can see all of that good stuff here. Okay. So this document has literally everything, the course curriculum, the topics, duration, the whole 9 yards. So please go over this document. And if you have any questions, you always can let us know. But all right.
Okay. Now we are in this slide. Let me continue on what is SAP BTP administration. The BTP administration is responsible for planning, involving into the initial discussions with customer and also BTP developers and also integration team, AI, artificial intelligence team. So setting up the application lifecycle management for an organization specific business and IT landscape. Example, if you want to set up your landscape, like you already have the basis experience, hence I would like to take the basis as an example here. We used to set up the development, quality, production, pre-production, whether it is a 3-system or 4-system landscape, we used to do that. So in the same way, in our BTP, we called as a sub-accounts. So each development system is like a one sub-account, each quality one sub-account. Example, I'll say dev sub-account, test sub-account, and pre-prod sub-account and prod sub-account. In such a way, we will create a landscape. So for creating this and as per the customer requirement, we need to understand. That is the reason we need to involve with the customer and other parties like developer and integration team. It is strategic role that involves using recommendations and best practices to oversee implementation projects on BTP.
Hey, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features: bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
So this includes establishing the correct organizational structure. As I said, organizational structure means you have global account and you have a sub account. Between this directories you have, in such a way what entitlements has to map to the what sub account based on the business unit, based on the region. This and all we will discuss in that call. So creating the necessary account and security models and managing the implementation and operations and applications. This and all involves for the BTP administration role. Let me go to the next slide. So how to use, where we can use. SAP BTP is a cloud platform that helps business build new applications, customizing existing developments, and connect different software systems in one place. So let me go in detail in next slide. So we have categorized the 6 points. Setup and plan. This is the foundational phase where the build teams set up your account and security models and create the enrollment process for your development projects. So when you want to build your SAP BTP accounts under global account, you have to involve and design your structure, BTP account model structure, and also how you are connecting, whether you are using IAS, what is the IPS that you are using. So this and all we will do in the setup and plan area. And coming to the develop and build, you select the appropriate tools and programming languages and learn to use multi applications for managing dependencies. So you want to choose the applications and the services, what you want to achieve your requirement based on the customer discussion. So here we will do that. So coming to the deploy and deliver, this is the step of deploying and delivering your applications to the target environment, wherever you want to place. So integration and test, this focus on testing and integrating your applications with other solutions in your landscape. You can integrate SAP to SAP, non-SAP, and other cloud applications. Go live and operate. This is about stability, I can say. Learning what's important for going live and operating applications, services and hybrid landscapes, including monitoring. Next, further, while going to the maintenance, you have to take all these steps here. Improve and retire. Finally, you manage the continuous process of making improvements, performing housekeeping, and knowing how to safely retire, I can say. Safely retire applications, whatever we have, services, applications, that and all. Let me go to the next slide. So here we will see the entire structure of the BTP, global accounts, directories, and sub-accounts. This slide introduces the core of the BTP global account, directories, and sub-accounts. What is global account? Global account is the top level and represents your entire organization's content with SAP. So it's a kind of contract, okay? It's whatever you are speaking to SAP, you have one ID for this contract, global account, that you can show to the, I mean to say, whatever you are dealing with SAP, that is the major point. So what is the purpose of this global account? It is a single point of managing your commercial relationship, billing, whatever billing it happens for the SAP, with this global account only it will happen. And all the services, whatever services, entitlements we call, whatever services that allocate to the global account for your company, whatever purchased from the SAP. So what is directories? Directories, these are all optional. Directories are an optional layer actually. Use it to group related sub-accounts. If you have a business units, like chocolate is one business unit, material one business unit. So you want to categorize your sub-accounts under, based on this business units, you have to tag these are all to the directory. So sub-accounts are where the actual work happens. Each sub-account is an isolated environment for specific projects or teams. When you have different projects, right? When you work on the ECC and the basis side, you will categorize the projects. So n plus 1, something like that. You have your own categorization based on your requirement. So this sub accounts, we do like this. What is the purpose of sub account actually? This is where administrators deploy applications. Whatever services you have, entitlements, everything we will deploy here and use specific services like HANA database, integration suite, event mesh, logistic services. These are all we will deploy in the particular sub account. And we manage access as well. Access and whatever region, environment, it is particularly for the particular sub account. What is environment? Inside a sub account, you choose specific technical environments that provides the tools needed for a deployment. So there are 4 types of environments we have: Cloud Foundry, Schema, Kubernetes, ABAP environment. So Schema, Kubernetes, Cloud Foundry will activate as a environments. ABAP we will go and activate, enable as a service, but it's a environment, ABAP environment. So going to the next slide.
Can I interrupt you for one question over here? So can you please go back to the last slide?
Yeah.
So for many of us, it's new. So let's say someone who is working in a O2C model in a sales SD module.
Sorry.
And let's say someone is working in a O2C model,
Okay.
let's say in sales and distribution module where his colleagues are working in MM, somebody is working in the FIO. So how does this model of contract to global account or directory or sub account or environment is analogous to the environment that you work on? So basically what we'll be getting there in the normal on-premise system is a system to work upon, and that will be 3 or 4 environments: dev, quality, production. So how is this model contract global account? Is there any a way we can make it analogous to how we work on the on-premise system? Because that will be quite easy for us to understand and remember it on the longer run.
Thank you. Let me explain. See, little bit difference between the SAP ECC S4 HANA side and the BTP side. So as I explained, there we have a development quality test pre-prod, and their particular component, like you said, SD, MM, maybe a particular component that you are asking, it includes under SAP ECC and or the S4, but whatever you are saying, no, that SD. So these are all data exist in SAP ECC and S4 HANA, right?
Right.
What is BTP? BTP is a service that we are going to use connecting to the backend system. It doesn't matter whether you are a MM or SD or any other component person, but here we are using one service connecting to the backend and getting the data. So example, if I say integration suite or any service, you can ask me. I'll tell you the example. Or if you want me to take the example, I'll take one example. Example, logistics. I'll take the logistics. We have a service in BTP that logistics connect between the S4 HANA system and your third-party application, whatever it may be. So we will connect. And example, I have one construction company. I need to move my goods from one place to another place. I need a logistics, where logistics BN4L is the service involves into the BTP. And we configure all the setup from S4 HANA side and to the third party. So whatever data you want, you will pull the data from S4 HANA system and you will push the data to the third party app, whether it is any app. So this is how it works. We are using a services from the BTP provided by SAP.
So basically, while setting up the enterprise, I was just thinking, at what stage do we need the contract, and how do we decide what global account are we using? How many directories can we use? And what sub accounts? How many sub accounts do we need? So that kind of configuration I need.
Okay. Let me explain. I got your point. So while setting up the global account is one account only, as I informed earlier. It is our contract point. I mean to say customer side, it is a one ID. So example, I'm speaking as a one ID. There are number of students here, but trainer. So like that, number of sub accounts we can create, but the global account is the one contact point for the SAP relation. Okay. Whatever you are speaking to SAP, it's a one contact. If you are categorizing your sub accounts based on your business units or based on your functional modules, however you want to do based on your requirement, you can categorize. So while categorizing sub accounts, you have to attach to the business one unit That is called a directory. You will place one directory name here. Okay.
Okay.
Example as your example only, I'll take it. I'll say basically we do business unit, like
Let's say finance only. So somebody is working in a banking module. So finance will be one business unit. So that will be attached to the global. Similarly to finance, there could be multiple other business units.
Yeah.
Those will be separate sub accounts and the environments, and that can all be attached to the main global account. Is that?
Yes. So if I categorize it's a finance as a directory, under that I have a landscape, sub account landscape. Take an example, you have a three sub account landscape. One is development, another one is test, another one is production.
Right.
So in these three sub accounts, I will attach to the directory. It doesn't mean that only these three sub accounts should be attached to the directory. I can have a other purpose also for the finance. I need to create a 4-system landscape. I can create 4 system sub accounts and attach to this directory only. Whatever my finance comes under my finance business, that and all sub accounts tagged to the directory under finance. So in such a way, you can have the number of landscapes under one directory. You got the point?
Yes. So I was just trying to ask you to make it analogous to a new setup. So I have some idea. Thank you.
Yeah, while going through this training, you will get more comfortable after having so many sessions. So thank you very much. Let me go through the next slide.
Sure.
Okay, administrative tasks. What we have administrative tasks, let me explain. Mainly global account. So in global account, we have what and all, we have a lesser time. It's already crossed. Let me explain the key features of the global account. It's a contract and billing purpose. We have a global account and entitlement management, whatever services provided by SAP, it will be attached to the global account. Centralized administration, overall, whatever you have a sub accounts and services, all comes under it's a global account. Resource organization, whatever resources you are going to organize, those are all comes under. And particularly one service, boosters, we have a boosters where it attached to global account only. So we'll go through what these are all things in the next sessions. So directories, as I explained very well, directory is a name that based on your requirement, your organization requirement, you can categorize as a business unit or the however you want, whether you want to categorize as a projects, you can put the name and you can do the directories. Sub accounts I already explained very well. It's a disconnected. Sub accounts, this is the operational workspace. Each sub accounts runs in exactly one region actually. So, and is the environment also particularly for the particular sub account if you are activating. So each sub account is region specific and continue runtime environment like Cloud Foundry or ABAP environment. Users and resources, whatever you are creating for this particular sub account, it is only for that particular sub account. Users will not share to the other sub accounts. It can be created directly from the global account and also from the directories. So this is a sub account. What about? We'll see more about going to the next classes. Yeah, coming to the capabilities and services, SAP BTP provides integrated capabilities for database and analytics, application development, and then automation, and also integration to help business innovate, extend existing applications, and gain insights from data. So what are all the main capabilities? Data management and analytics, application development and extension, integration, then development, automation, artificial intelligence. So coming to the data management and analytics, connect and manage and analyze data from various database, various sources, I can say, to gain insights and make data-driven decisions. So you can connect to the S/4HANA database and you can get the data from there to customize yourself on the cloud. Application development and extension, where you can build new customized applications or existing developments, you can move to the developments to the on cloud. So integrations, you can connect to the different integration systems like earlier PIPO is there. So now we have integration. Before integration suite, cloud platform integration was there, and now it got moved to the integration suite. It will connect to the different systems, different integrations purpose. Let us go to the next slide. These are all the main modules that we are going to cover. So we will go with IAM basics, BTP account model, as we already discussed, design and landscape for different BTP solutions. So when it comes to the design, when you are speaking to the customer, what requirement, based on the requirement only you will decide. So that requirement to understand initially, we need to sit with all the parties, like I already told, developer integration team. So going to the fifth BTP services model, what services you need from the customer. Example, based on the business, right? Whatever business your customer is running, so those services only we require. So before going to the customer for this phase, you just learn about the customer business. Then only we will understand during the meeting. So BTP environments, it is already told you 4 environments we have. Cloud Foundry, basically 95% customers are using Cloud Foundry. So apart from that, Schema, Kubernetes, rare case, Kubernetes, we use advanced event mesh during that time. So ABAP environment we use as a service. It's an environment, but we call it as a service. So it will activate as a service. Going to the BTP CLI, it's a command line prompt. We can use few activities in the CLI. So going to the BTP connectivity, we have a different types of connectivity. We can connect directly and using cloud connector to the backend system. So integration BTP apps with on-prem systems. That's what I told. If we want to connect to the on-prem system, we used to have the cloud connector. So we set up the cloud connector within the S4HANA premises. Then we will connect BTP to the on-premises using cloud connector. So all these modules we will go into deep.
In the meantime, if you guys have any questions about the session, about the training program, anything like that, please post your question on the chat window. Answer to your question is yes. Everything what you see as part of the course will be taught live on the system with the deep knowledge and basic information and hands-on. Yes, absolutely. That's what we do. And at the end, he will also go over the certification, how to prepare for it, all of that stuff. Because a lot of you guys want to get certified. So yes.
And the thing is, I need to understand about it because I do have an experience of for 15 years with an SAP SuccessFactors.
Okay.
So how this will be supported for my career, like in BTP, and how it will be connected here. And the second question here is as I'm using that SuccessFactors, right? So BTP is it is used for any kind of a reporting purpose, or it is the only thing for an analytical purpose, or it is then again the systems which will be used for any different purpose, for the configuration, or what exactly it will do here.
Okay, I'll hold that question. I'll have the trainer answer because he'll be the best person to answer that. Okay.
Okay.
You just park that question for a minute because that's a great question. So
because I'm as an experience, I just want to put myself in a different environment to learn the things. So if it is anything is it is relevant to me and to do something right. So even I'm interested to learn this. And I do have a couple of friends also who is willing to join this course. But
they
before
all
that
come from SuccessFactors.
Yes, we are in SuccessFactors, and they are in different domains. Few guys are working for an ABAP, and few guys is working for an MM and SD, and they are a number of, because I do have an exposures in 15 plus, right? So that we do have and I do have a lot of friend circles. So before that one, I want to understand about this better because I joined little late. Sorry, I'm not able to understand the proper background of this course, and I need some more inputs on this.
Your question, what are you, Suman?
I'm a SuccessFactors consultant.
Okay. That's my answer. Okay, you answered. Let me explain SuccessFactors. Example, I'll take you one point here. When you want to connect to the SuccessFactors to the IAS or the single sign-on.
Single sign-on.
Administrator, right?
Correct.
Okay, let me go through this example only. When you want to connect to the IAS, how you will do? So
It is like a single sign-off where I don't want to give any kind of a password. If I click on that particular
exactly
software,
correct.
it will goes to
For
the
working, yeah, understood. For working that, you have to configure backend SSO, right? For
correct.
configuring, you should have the AD. Okay. Example, you are configuring from SuccessFactors to IAS. While configuring now, you should aware what is IAS, how it will work. At least basic knowledge you should aware for the IAS.
Correct.
Want to configure by yourself, you should aware much better about the IAS.
Okay.
Cover in this course all these aspects. So SuccessFactors also connect to the BTP.
Okay. You mean that one you are speaking only for an IAS connectivity, like in the single sign-off methods, right?
I'm now connect to the BTP as well. Okay.
So what I'm asking, this is only for the single sign-off.
I took one example to understand you why this course is required for all the people. So going further, BTP will lead to the IT industry. So we have to have some knowledge on the BTP. At least you are a functional. If you are a basis consultant, it must. We should learn BTP. So SuccessFactors, you are not in your boundary, right? You are not circled and stand over there, right? Why can't you go other technical knowledge as well? So BTP is one of your, so it will improve your resume content, right? It will be value addition for you. As you are in a SuccessFactors administrator, why can't you learn BTP administrator?
That's what my question here is I do have an exposure in that. Because even in my company, I've implemented IAS with a single sign-off.
Okay.
I'm the person who has worked with them and I have done with that. But thing is it is kind of like an IAS integrations where we done with and only that we need as a separate login user. With that, we need to connect within a few fields because what are the fields will be required to do that IAS. So my question here is is this only this BTP is work for an IAS, this one, or is there anything beyond that?
No. That's what I told one example that only. There are a number of projects which required a BTP connectivity. Okay. As example, I took only one example, but there are a number of projects which.
That's what my question here is in this BTP is. It is kind of an analytical software, or it is a reporting software, or it is a functional software. What is this exact the software speaks about?
See, this is a application. Okay. Application where you have a 90 plus services which connects to the different systems. Like I already told you, logistics. Have a business to transfer goods from one place to another place. So you want to connect, one second, I'm getting one pop-up pools. Okay. You want to connect your backend system to get the data, and also you want to push the data to the third party where the vendors are using application that may be a whatever application that you need to connect in such a way. BTP helps you to configure taking the data from S4HANA and to pushing the data to the third party. So such type of services, you have a lot of integration suite. You want to integrate between the systems, integration flows, event mesh. You want to trigger events. You can use the event mesh as a service in BTP and connect to the cloud products and backend system, S4HANA system. You can do that. So you want to use the Adobe Document Services, ADS. So those and all, we have a 90 plus services in BTP, which helps you to connect between the systems.
Okay. So in a nutshell, what you're saying is that as a success factors consultant, BTP will become very big and will almost be a mandatory application or suite which you have to learn to be effective in the future of SAP. Is that correct? SAP's roadmap. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. Do you have it ready, or do you want us to just go to the questions?
I'm ready. I'll share my screen.
Please, thank you. You were asking a question. This is a one-time session. The session, this one is a live demo session. We just want to show and talk about what we have to offer for this training program, because people don't want to join unless they have talked to us before. And so it's type of like an introductory session. Okay, what we are going to offer in this training, like questions like, how much am I going to learn? Is hands-on covered? If it is covered, how much hands-on is covered? Do you also prepare us or guide us through the certification? All of that stuff we cover in this session, demo session. So it's a whole thing of what we offer. All right, go ahead.
Okay, if you see here, I have a trial home. This is a global account. I have a sub account as a trial. I just activated it. If I got from ZaranTech team. So overview. So if you go to the overview, we have a general page where it shows us subdomain, tenant ID, subaccount ID. So these are all with the IDs we will configure if you want to configure anywhere. Like example, Cloud Connector, if you want to connect to the subaccount, we will use this. So we have a provider, region, environments for this particular subaccount. So I can say it's a multi-environment, but we use only one environment based on the requirement. Cloud Foundry environment we already enabled. So it's automatically enabled during your trial account enablement. So in such a way, we can enable the trial account and we can see all the details here. Going to the services, we have a service marketplace where I can explain going to the next classes.
What sets ZaranTech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With ZaranTech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
So it's a kind of service marketplace and where it helps to get the details as a user-friendly manner in this service marketplace. It gives all the details where you have to go and what details will be available on what site this and all will be on. So in instance and subscription, we enable here whatever instance that you required and subscriptions. I already enabled SAP Business Application Studio. Here is available. In such a way, we can create another applications or instances we can enable here. These are all the instance and subscription. Cloud Foundry, we have an environment enabled Cloud Foundry. Under Cloud Foundry, we have a space quota, org members. So enter under Cloud Foundry, enter details are here. So we have a connectivity, destinations we can create here, destination certificate we can import here, and destination trust with connecting to the IAS, IPS we can do here. And Cloud Connectors details, whatever you configure Cloud Connector, here you can see the Cloud Connector details. No need to go to the Cloud Connector for the particular sub account. You can see here and status, whether it is working or not, everything we can see here. Security, most important point, topic. Users we will create here, roles, role collections, we will collect the roles from the existing roles. Roles are available whatever you have. As you know, roles are available based on your service activations. So trust configuration, while configuring to the IAS, IPS, so you have to do here to establish the trust, IAS. So you have to establish the trust configuration from here. So entitlements, entire your global account, whatever entitlements are available here, you can go and activate, edit these are all whatever you are looking here, already enrolled under the sub account trial. So these are all available. So if you want new one, you can go to edit and add service plans to the particular sub accounts. These are all globally available, global account. From the global account, you can choose and move to the sub accounts and you can enable. This is what the overall trial account. Let me show the global account. This is my global account. So global account, we can have how many sub accounts we can configure. As I said, directory can create from here, directories, sub accounts from existing sub account we can copy, sub accounts we can create here. Yeah, this and all we are going to cover in detail, how to configure IAS from the sub account, how to add the sub account, how to configure the cloud connector. So everything will go and explain in detail going further in our classes. Any questions on this?
Sorry, one quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, see, we can see the service provider is AWS here, and let's say my S4 environment or ECC environment is either on-prem or my S4 environment may be on a private or a public cloud. And now once BTP is a platform and service provider by AWS, so it's a cloud platform. So once I create a global account, so that scope of my work area, does it become like a public area or a private area? Means how my AW or how my on-prem or cloud S4HANA talks to that BTP area which I have purchased. If I'm not sure if I could explain my.
Understood. It doesn't matter whether you have AWS or the Azure. It doesn't matter. It is just an environment that you are taking from the AWS or the Azure. It doesn't matter. Your services will speak to each other without any dependency on this.
So is it me as the service consumer can choose who the provider is, or it is automatically?
Yes. No.
Gets picked by.
Can choose. In trial account, we have only AWS and Azure. I just choose. You can choose up to you whatever you want.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Extending the same question, because this becomes IaaS or it becomes a platform as a service when we go, because AWS is a service provider or any other only.
PaaS, platform as a service.
Okay. But when we activate several, as you said, ABAP as a service is also. In that case, it doesn't go for a mixed model kind of thing.
No, ABAP.
PaaS and SAS kind of thing. These three mix of models.
No. Let me explain. ABAP, I said as a service. Why? ABAP is an environment. See, we have 4 environments. Okay. Let me show you. See, if you see, I said 4, but you are seeing here only 2. One more, Kima also comes under as a environment. Cloud Foundry environment, Kima environment, Kubernetes. These are all comes under as an environment we can enable. But ABAP, why I am telling ABAP provided by SAP as a service, not the environment. That's what I mentioned in my during the project during the.
No, we got it. You mentioned it very clearly, but this model becomes only IaaS model only. So if you understand correctly, BTP supports only IaaS kind of thing.
No, BTP is PaaS.
Because the ownership lies with SAP and we are just simply a tenant here, right?
So you mean to say it won't connect to the SaaS products, this and all, your question, or how?
No, not the basic modeling. What is, because there are 3 categorizations of the modeling, right?
Correct.
IaaS, PaaS and SAS.
Yeah.
So my question was whether SAP supports only IaaS kind of thing, or it is also supporting PaaS or SAS, and whether mix and match is also available.
Mix and matches available. This is a BTP comes under PaaS. Okay, it will connect to the SaaS product as well.
Okay.
There is no restriction.
So basic model is like what you're saying is PaaS.
PaaS, BTP platform as a service.
Is it mentioned somewhere here in this account?
No.
Okay. And one more question, like for example, I work with BN4, as you said, one example,
Okay.
And let's say we have Asia, or you can say Europe as a region, right?
Okay.
Europe as a region, then within Europe, we have several countries, because Europe, the sub-account was created on the continental level. Okay. And when we wanted the logical separations on the country level, we could not make it. So is it from the design perspective, we have to create several countries as a sub-account, or where we can have this design upheld, region, a continent and the country-wise kind of thing?
No, when you are having the service, logistics service, that is a one service, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct.
You are using one service only, right?
One service only, but we wanted the logical differentiation for each of the countries for the Europe.
I got your point. Let me explain. When you have a one service and you want to create a landscape for the one, you might have development, test, and prod sub-account, right? Three sub-account landscape or four sub.
Two accounts. We have only two account, development and product directly.
Okay, non-prod and prod. You decided non-prod and prod. That's it. You don't have any other landscape for BN4L. But what about other sub-accounts? You might have a development, test, production, other sub-accounts.
You mean to say we had in S4HANA kind of thing, these accounts, but not in BTP layer.
But the service only you are using two landscape only, which is a non-prod and prod. That's what you categorize. Okay. So now your S4HANA development, test and pre-prod will connect to the non-prod BN4L service.
Correct. Yeah, prod to prod.
Prod BN4L service. So it is a service. How you will categorize your units for the sub-accounts? Your question is, you want to categorize, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah, we want to have, see the logic differentiation, because, S4HANA, what we did is that we connect this Europe region was only one account, sub-account. Europe was a sub-account only. And when we wanted in services, we wanted the logical differentiation, and we could not make it because the sub-account was created only for Europe region. Now Germany will have their own logic, in terms of services. And then let's say Sweden will have their own logic in terms of services, That differentiation we could not make because Europe was only one sub-account here. The full continent was only one sub-account here.
So I hope you will divide that with the freight orders, right?
No, that only we divided. From S4HANA, we could do it. Various logics are available. But from BTP layer, how we could do that?
That's my question. We can't do in such a way because we are using one service only. If we want to divide, you need to have the separate services under separate sub-accounts. As you have a two landscape right now.
So as many as country, as many as sub-account.
Exactly. That cost you more actually.
Okay.
Each and every global account, sub-account costs different costs. So if you have how many going to n+1, 2, 3, 4, you have a more cost. That is the reason no one will do that. Only one service, two landscapes.
Okay, but in this case, no. My basic question was coming back to the slide what you showed. The global subcontract directories and sub-accounts. Whether the country each country will have their own directory, or within the directory we can create just the sub-accounts for each country, for example.
No. Global account. Logical. You are saying global account.
Yeah, global account. Then we have directory also.
Right? One global account for entire business. If you have a different.
That is.
No, go ahead. Only one global account. That is sure. If you have a different
global account directory, what about directory?
Directory you can categorize how many sub accounts you have. You need to categorize as a business. But you have only non-prod and prod here. You can have a one directory only for that. You can't create a multiple directories and multiple sub accounts, right? As per your requirement, only one directory, I can say.
Okay.
A quick question. I just got this question from a bunch of people. Bhavesh, are we going to cover a little bit about the licensing and the pricing as well?
Yes, 100%. Now, example, previous person asked, global account. I told one global account only. Based on the contract, we can take the another global account also. Based on the contract, license type. Yeah, everything we will cover, look.
Also, another thing I just want to let you know, the people who are joining here, if you have specific questions where you want to explain in detail to the instructor or us, your situation, you can always send that email detail and we'll get you an answer. In fact, we will also get you a one-on-one session with our instructors as well, just to explain to you particularly about your scenario or your company or your, particular requirement. That is also an option you can always have with us, just to make sure that you get the right answer. Okay. So that's always there. Just email us at info@ZaranTech or sales@ZaranTech and they'll set that up for you. Okay. All right. There was another person who was asking that question. Please go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, I just wanted to know because you said something about sub-accounts costing more. So I know the global account would mean we have some sort of contract with SAP, and then the directory follows the global account, which houses the different sub-accounts. So with each sub-account, being that sub-accounts cover regions, are you saying that with each sub-account it would incur more costs in terms of the licensing.
Yeah, may I know what licensing contract you have with BTP?
Okay, so primarily we are just moving from integration suite that's PIPO to BTP. We're just moving in my own firm, yes. So I just wanted to know when you said, I want to be very clear when you said sub-accounts cost more.
Okay. So one service only that you are planning now, one activity only, that is PIPO to the BTP integration suite migration, right?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I don't know what the contract you have, but let me explain. In that case, we have basically majorly pay as you go, then CPEA we call, and then free tier subscription model, maybe a subscription model or the pay as you go, I guess. I don't know what contract you have, but one, they might have a only whatever the migration required, that only they can take this. So if you plan for all the services, there are 90 plus services. In that case, na, you can go to the CPEA. So Business Technology Platform Enterprise Agreement. So this one service, one activity, whatever you used, that only you will pay to them, or the in advance, it's a prepaid cost maybe based on your company discussion with SAP. So you have maybe few months to do that, and based on that, I don't know, what about other services that you planned in your account? Any plannings for your other accounts?
No, the thing is, so currently we have been using PIPO to manage our third-party integrations.
Okay.
And because of this, we are now saying, okay, let's go to a more central hub like BTP, where we don't have to bother about the different integration endpoints, and we can just house all of our integrations in one hub or in one junction, right? So my question would now be that since that is the case, that I understand from your explanation that of course the license, you have 90 services and the license is different and it depends on your business requirement. So I'm just saying that in case, just a peradventure that we go for a much more robust plan, and we now want to create a sub account under a directory, and we want to cover, say, okay, because my company is largely Africa, and we now want to cover somewhere around Europe. Are you saying that if we want to cover somewhere around Europe with another sub account, we'll have to pay, it's going to incur more costs?
No. Let me explain. Maybe I think as per your requirement, they might take a subscription model. Okay. It's a fixed number of resources or instance that you told one instance is enough for migration for a set of period, I can say, with a flat fee with SAP. Actually, this is a good option for known use case, like you said, PIPO migration to integration suite, no? And the budgets. So what happened when you have this subscription, you can create multiple sub accounts. It doesn't matter about your sub accounts, that service that you are using. You can create a multiple sub accounts, multiple directories, no cost involved. Only the service that you are using, SAP costs for the service.
That's very clear. No, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more questions. So we'll go ahead and conclude this session. What do you do after this session? It's pretty simple. We will send out an email. If you have any further questions, reply to that email. If you want to join the batch, we have an upcoming batch. I think the dates and everything was already discussed. Live batch. Again, if you have any questions before that and you want another session, let us know. We'll have that for you, especially. And that's about it. It's about 10 o'clock here, 10 p.m. Central. Thank you all for attending. Really nice.
How many days the practice will provide, like the server access?
2 months.
2 months. Okay.
Yes. You will have and it's not the free trial version. It's a paid one because it's got all the accesses and everything. You'll do all the demonstrations as part of the class. Again, everything which is included in the curriculum will be discussed and shown. Again, please be ready. It's not going to be a PowerPoint style of training at all. 80% will be on the system. You'll be literally on the system all the time.
Yes.
So,
real-time scenarios.
Yeah, every configurations and all will show, and we can do practice as well, right?
Yes. You will be given access to the server, You will have your own access. We are a build partner ourselves, so we get access ourselves. We have a partner edge account. We buy cloud servers all the time. I mean, just for giving an example, we did Joule training. Now, a lot of people think Joule is just available for free, but it's not. I mean, we had to buy the cloud public server and then for 6 months, and then after that, it comes with Joule, and then do a lot of configuration there, all of that stuff. So our trainings are literally in depth. So you will learn everything what is provided in the curriculum. Yes.
Yeah, Cloud ALM also included, right?
I don't think so.
Included.
Cloud ALM, I mean, that in itself is a 40-hour course. The curriculum was discussed.
Cloud ALM basics we'll cover here. Cloud ALM is a huge topic. As you know, it is a successor of a solution manager.
Yeah.
Different management. Yes, it will cover. CTMS we will cover.
Did you not get the curriculum we just shared with you?
But I don't see that the Cloud ALM transport management topics. That is the reason I'm asking. I will cross-check it.
Yeah. During those 35 hours, the course was designed for that. We will cover that. But if you are looking for Cloud ALM training, we have that too separately. We have Cloud ALM. We have everything. We have DataSphere. We now are doing Lean IX, Signa. We have a lot of different trainings we are doing. So yes, thank you all.